As a taxi driver, do you prefer long trips or short trips? And do taxi driver prefer cash, card or PayLah? Or I got questions like if you really need to go urine and there's no toilet, how? This over the years as a taxi driver, I have lots of questions about taxi. Yeah, and especially when I started this YouTube channel, I got viewers asking me this and that. So I think it's a good time to collate all these questions and answer it in one go. But before that, right, I saw this advertisement put up by Sushiro recently. I'm so excited because I saw the Firefly Squid Sushi back on the menu. Yes! Must support lah. Now I'm at this Mandai, their latest branch at this Wildlife Asia. So come and try it out lah. Must support. Yeah. Sushiro.
Sponsor me, please.
Let's go. Wow, lucky I make bookings before I come here, because you know what? They open at 11, but they are already almost full. Yeah, very popular place. I believe the pricing here is slightly different from the other branches, but I want to try. Yes. So let's jump to the first question. What do I do if I need to urine when there's no toilet around? For example, you're in the middle of nowhere, like highway, you know? What do I do? Yeah. So yeah, I understand where they're coming from, the question, because we're spending a lot of time on the road driving. So there are times when the bladder cannot hold. How? Right? My answer is that try not to get into that situation lah. Yeah, no, as a driver, we must know our body very well. So if you frequent the toilet, then please don't hold it. Go to the toilet every chance you got. You know, my best advice from a hirer that time when I started out is go visit a toilet whenever you can. Yeah, that's the best thing you can do as a driver. So whenever I pick up a passenger, if I happen to be very near a coffee shop or even an Esso petrol station, I will just stop for a vehicle for a while, maybe text the passenger, say, hey, I'll be maybe 1-2 minutes late. Yeah, take a quick piece, come out, drive. It's okay. Most of the time the passenger can wait. Why is 2 minutes to them? Doesn't make the destination journey faster, right? But then I don't have to worry to hold my bladder for the long, if let's say it's a long trip or we are caught in the jam, we won't be in that situation. So rule number 1, yeah, as a driver, go to the toilet as often as you can. Don't hold it. Then you won't be in that kind of awkward situation. 2, avoid sugary drinks. Yeah? Don't drink a lot of kopi with sweet, with a lot of sugar, right? Coke, 100 plus, energy drinks, worst. It makes you want to go toilet again and again. You know, so these are the things that I do not drink at all. Now that I'm on this diet journey, all I drink is plain water. Yes, and coffee, I drink only kopi or kosong, cheaper also, right? So this one will reduce the frequency you need to visit the toilet. Number 3, diet. Cut down carbo, rice, eat lesser, more meat, right? Carbo, sweet, these are the things that make you clear the system. I want to go to the toilet very often. Yeah. Lastly, very important, get yourself a bottle, any bottle. For those 老教 will know what I'm talking about. I'm actually kidding, okay? You know this old school uncle, they will bring the empty bottle and they really need to go, they pee in that bottle. But please, I don't do that. Don't do that lah. Not good. Don't do that at all. Yeah. Now before jumping to the next question, I want to order something already. I'll show you this big panel they have at this Mandai restaurant. It's a bit different from the usual one at other branches. Wow, show you the ocean, not bad. Tuna got a fry. Wow, this Sushiro really no joke leh. Up their game, you know, interactive panel. So they do like a virtual, I can see what they're doing. They do like a virtual sushi belt thing. Actually quite smart, more hygienic also, right? Yeah, I got it. There it is. 1. Yeah, we start with 1 first lah. The Firefly Squid. Bought one. So okay, let's see how it tastes like. That one is a must. This is the start of the show. Actually really smart. They do it this way, right? So they don't need to prepare first. So it will be fresh from the kitchen. Squid fin. Wow. 260 is okay leh. It's not very expensive. Cuttlefish. Wow. All these are my favorite, no? Where's tuna? I want to look for tuna. Wow, they serve pretty fast leh. The star of the show is here. See? My favorite firefly squid. Because this one is seasonal, you don't get it all the time. So I try to eat it whenever possible lah, if it's on the menu. Come, itadakimasu. Okay, let's jump back to our second frequently asked question, which is, does taxi driver prefer cash, card or PayLah? Okay, this is quite easy. Now for cashless payment, right, there's a delay of 1 day before you actually receive the payment to our designated bank, right? But for cash, obviously directly you have the money. So this one it depends on the drivers lah, whether or not they prefer cash or cashless. Now the thing about cash is some drivers or even some worker, they live paycheck to paycheck. So nothing to do with their lifestyle or their how they spend the money, but it's just the way it is. So in that sense, cash definitely make more sense. There was a time when I started out, I needed cash every day, because I was living paycheck to paycheck. So cash definitely help. Why do I need cash now and now? Because I need now and then, because I need the cash to pay for the petrol. Can't wait until tomorrow, and it's tomorrow late morning, it's tomorrow 4-5 o'clock, then I get the money. So I prefer cash, so that when I ended my shift, I can use the cash to pump the petrol. And also for food, for meals, especially when you're cash tight, cash is king. So that's why some drivers prefer cash to cashless. Also, I'm comfort, so there's different payment option. You got Alibaba Pay, Alipay, 支付宝. You got normal card payment and all. I don't know about Transcap. I don't know about Stripes, silver caps and black cap. Maybe they don't have the terminals for you to pay cashless. I'm not sure. Maybe the drivers here can educate me, right? But for private hire, obvious reason, you cannot use pay using credit card because they don't have the terminal ma. So obviously you need to pay either kind of like a prepaid card that you already register with the platform or cash. So I hope that answered the question. Next one is from the viewers actually. Do cabbies prefer short trips or longer trips? This one a bit tricky because I need to be a bit diplomatic here. I mean, this kind of thing is okay, first thing first, let me say this. As drivers, we want to maximize our earning, right? Because we are not staff, we are contractors. We need to pay rental, we need to pay petrol. We need to think about a lot of things that will affect our earning. So our per hour earning power per hour is very important. So that will definitely impact on longer trip and shorter trip depending on different times of the day, right? So for example, for midnight, we surcharge 50%. Longer trip is better because then I can earn from the 50% surcharge on the meter. So that one long trip is best. Also, airport, imagine you have to queue up because you need to join the taxi rank, right? The queue. Sometimes the taxi queue while waiting for the flight to come down, there are hundreds of taxis waiting, and you can take up to about half an hour or more for your turn to pick up passenger. So imagine you happily reach the pick-up point, a passenger come out, Pasir Ris. What do you feel? Wow, a bit sian, right? I mean, I cannot refuse the job because I'm in the queue already. So it's not, it's actually an offense to, I'm not sure if it's actually an offense, but it is not right to reject a job based on the distance when you're at the airport. You can't even put change shift because airport you're expected to pick fetch the passengers anywhere. So sian lah, you waited for half an hour, then go to Pasir Ris earning less than $20. A bit disappointing lah. So that's why going airport, it's a big risk, big reward kind of thing for me. If let's say the guy say go Woodlands or go Jurong, wow, ho seh liao lor, right? Long trip, for this kind of scenario, definitely long trip will be beneficial for the drivers. right? But not to say you are living in Tampines, then you shouldn't take a cab. I mean, this one bo pian wa, it's life it's like that one wa. So if you live at Tampines, so be it long, then it's the luck of the driver, right? Okay, so before I jump to the next frequently asked question, let me enjoy my meal a bit, okay? Because I got more sushi here. What do I... Oh, I remember this. This is the... what is this? Squid fin. Squid fin, I never tried before. Actually, this is my first time. Because I usually eat the squid only. Wow, it's very slippery. Oh. Wow. It's really nice. It's really nice. It's actually better than the normal squid because I don't know, it's because the way they marinate it. It's like swimming in my tongue because it's very slippery. Wow, the taste are a bit sweet, not so strong. It's very nice. I like the texture very much. This one is more of the texture than the taste actually. Very nice. So let's take a look at the next question. FAQ from this viewer. What's the longest trip you have ever driven? Oh well, this one I have one particular experience, very memorable. You know, so this one is not a booking, it's a street hail. I remember I took the passenger from Geylang, right? So it's a couple. They are in their mid-30s I would say. So they bought the taxi and say, hey uncle, can you go to Jurong East? Okay, then I go to Jurong East. He said, okay, you wait for me for a while. So they were on the call, very busy, talking in Mandarin. 你下来，你现在下来，我到了。Okay? After that, when we reach the destination, one stay in a cab, the other one go down, take out a plastic bag. Inside, I don't know what is it. Look like money lah. Then he just collect something from the passenger, from the person that came down the Jurong East. Passing the thing, put in the plastic bag, get inside the cab again. Then the couple will tell me, uncle, 你可以去无人吗? I was thinking, wow, not bad like this trip, like go around the island. So I make my way up to Woodlands, take the BKE, go up to Woodlands. It's actually near the industrial estate there, right? So again, same thing. Before we reach, he called. Hey, 到了，你下来. Asking the person to come down. So same thing again. He passed something. I believe it's cash because he's out of the cab. I can see from my side mirror. He's actually behind the cab when they do the transaction. So pass him, I believe it's money lah. So he pass him, he put his plastic bag again, come inside the cab. Next destination. So it goes on like this, no? From Woodlands, then down to Sengkang. Then after Sengkang, go to Pasir Ris or Tampines. It's at least 5 stops like that. I even went to one of the dormitories at this Choa Chu Kang. Yeah, I remember that. So the last stop back to Geylang, no, the same spot. Then I was thinking to myself, after the trip end, it's almost about almost reaching $100. Maybe over $100, I can't remember, but it's quite a big amount. I was happy, but yet a bit cautious. I was thinking, what the hell are they doing? Never encountered before. That was the first and the very last time. Right, I was feeling something is not right. Is it, are they collecting money, really? Is it something like a loan shark or something? But the two couples, right, the couples in my cab, they look decent lah. They're not like those loan shark kind of guy, no. They are decent citizens. But I don't know what the hell they're doing. Up to now, it's still a mystery. So that was one of my weirdest passenger, and the longest trip is like a round trip, you know, all the way around Singapore. Yeah. The other one is also quite interesting. You know the Nico driveway where you go to the ferry terminal at the SAF going to I believe Pulau Ubin, that army ferry terminal. That one is usually you come out, you go out to Changi Village, out to Tampines or Pasir Ris, right? No, this Korean family very special. Changi Village, he said, can you go by the wrong way around the Nico drive? That means all throughout the coastline, that big Changi area. So they were saying because they want to show their kids the scenery. So that one also very memorable. This one the longest trip also. Yeah. So yeah, this is quite interesting encounter. Let's cover the next one is why are fares so expensive at certain times? This one I have to explain to you how fares work in general, right? Before that, let me grab this piece of squid sushi. Let's get back to the question. So why are fares so expensive at certain time of the day? So how fares work is dependent on the supply and demand. I'm talking about those flat fee structure. So for example, you will book bookings from Gojek, right? Then they will show you the taxi and or a private hire car with a fixed fee. For example, $16. How does the platform derive this number? Is depending on how many drivers are available at a time when you book and how many drivers are willing to take your job, right? So imagine if there's not enough driver when you book. So what happens? The platform will try to attract more driver to the job to bid, right? They are bidding it. So what happened? So 16 maybe go up to $18. Still no driver want to take the job. Then what happened? They won't give up. Okay, they will push the price higher again to try and attract some driver to take your booking. So maybe from 16, 18 now jump to 20. So 20 again. No driver. Does it mean no driver want to pick the job? No. Sometimes it's because really got no driver, right? Sometimes they're on the apps, but maybe they are sleeping at home, forget to switch off the app. Or they're having lunch but the app is running. So no available driver to take your booking. So what happened? Then the price go up again. 20, now they jump to 25. I was like, wow, 25 for such a short trip. So what we call the 猫商one, for a very short trip, high surcharge, the driver pick it up. That's why at some time during surge hours, the peak hour, where everybody rushing to school, rushing to work, there's not enough driver, a lot of demand, then the prices of this fixed fare will go up. Right, what about meter? Meter will stay standard, whether or not busy, not peak, off peak, or is the standard taxi meter it will run. Right, the only difference is the surcharge hours. They have the extra booking, like from 6 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. The peak period, the surcharge, there's $3.30 for every booking. After the peak hours, it will be the normal booking fee of $2.30. So that's the only difference for meter. But surcharge is a lot of difference. I would say a lot of difference. So if you want a good price for your ride, then don't try and get a taxi during peak hour if you're not rushing. Yeah. So yeah, I hope that answers the question. Let's go to the next one. Which shift do I like more, day or night? You know, I started my private hire. I started as a night shift, right? Until when I was driving taxi, when I transit to taxi, I drive predominantly midnight shift, the graveyard shift. I love it. I love it very much. I mean, there are definitely a lot of cons, a lot of disadvantage, right? Like drunkens, like fare evaders are more common. You got more strange or weird passengers. But generally, night driving for me was very zen, very chill, right? Very relaxing because it's cooling, right? Night is more cooling. The drivers are more relaxed, not like peak hour. Wow, rush, horn, squeeze. Faster, go faster. So the night one not like that. They get in a taxi, they sleep already. They just want to get home and rest. If not, they go party. They are in a happy mood. Right, Friday night, happy mood, go party. So I love night driving. Yeah, because of the cool breeze, the passenger, the vibes, But I don't do midnight anymore for the reasons that I mentioned in another video, which I'll put the link up. Yeah, why I don't drive midnight shift. To summarize, is because of the energy I need to do midnight shift, and also the kind of passenger I want to avoid, like drunkens and all. Yeah. So if you ask me now that I drive predominantly morning shift, I love morning shift. Not as in like those 7, 8 o'clock morning. Wee hour of the morning, like 4, 5 a.m. Wow, that's the best. The best time of the day. You know the feeling of waking up before everybody else? Even before the birds start singing. The feeling like you are getting ready for life when everybody is still in their dreamland. It's very refreshing. Right? When you walk down the lift, walk out the lift, the air is still so cooling. Sometimes even got mist coming out from your mouth because it's so cold. And the chill of the early morning, very quiet, very calming. I love it. I love that part of the day. Then when I'm in my cab, there's no competition because everybody is still changing shifts or just simply sleeping. I wait for my bookings to come because there are less drivers on the road. I don't have to compete. Yeah, that's another best part of the driving in early morning. And also the passenger also very chill. Like they get in your cab after you confirm the destination, boom, sleep already. So I enjoy my peace, you enjoy your peace. Yeah, very nice. Not until 7, 8 a.m. then the road condition become more hectic, more chaotic because that's when the peak hour start. People start to drive to work and all, going to school, going to offices, going to hospital, right? So that's when the peak hours start and things can get very busy and very hectic. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Yeah, because it's not a long time. It's only a short 2-3 hours and that's it. I can rest already. So overall, I still love morning more. Yeah, if I can choose to start over, I will drive a lot more mornings than midnight. What's the next? We have a few more, I try to cover as many as I can. The next one is what's the weirdest thing a passenger left behind? So after a trip, sometimes they will leave behind. I give you the usual suspect lah. Handphone, I get quite a lot. 1-2 months sure got once. Yeah, handphone, wallet sometimes wallet. Bags. I don't know what's inside the bag. I don't open it obviously. So yeah, these are the things that usually left behind. But the weird ones, I tell you, the weird ones are vaporizer. Way before this trend start now. Now they are catching, right? The illegal vaping. Long time already have. That time already when Singapore banned vaporizer, already have. Those vaporizer, they tend to be very small. Sometimes smaller than lighter, I would say. And it's very sleek design, so it tends to fall out of your pocket very easily. So after the shift, not even after the passenger left, because it's so small, right? After when I clean up the vehicle, then I see, hey, what is this? Oh, vape. What do I do? What do I do with the vape? I throw away lah. You go police station, then you have to do report and all. I also don't know which passenger left it there. They probably drop it out. I believe it's not cheap, this vaporizer. Sometimes your pots also got different type of flavor. What tangy, what strawberry, all kind of funny names in the pot. I believe it's not cheap. So yeah, these are one of the weird things that passenger leave behind. Another one is condom. You believe me or not? Condoms, they leave behind condom. Not the unopened one. The open one, brother and sister. Oh my god. That time when I was in midnight shift, they got this kind of funny thing. Condom that open. I don't even dare to pick it up. I have to use a thick layer of tissue to pick it up and throw away. Sian. Yeah, that's one of the weird things that passenger leave behind. I heard from my other driver friends. They kena panties before. Panties, girls' panties. Oh my gosh, I cannot imagine that. Why they leave this kind of thing on the taxi seat? Yeah. So that's very funny, I tell you what, I'll go through the last frequently asked question. And what is this? Is it worth to queue at taxi stand? I think this viewer asked a very interesting question because in this day and age, everybody is using apps to get their rides. You got Grab, Tada, Jiola. I'm not sure Jiola is still around. Gojek, Zig, yeah, from Comfort. Why do you still need to go taxi stand? There's a very good reason to do that. You know, sometimes booking just don't come in. Silent. What do? Do you go home and sleep? No, you still need to drive. You still need to cover rental. So times like this, what can we do as a taxi driver? We can either go, number one, airport to queue up, but that one high risk, high reward. Yeah, remember I said earlier, high risk, high reward. Sometimes I just don't feel like going to the airport, right? Then what are the other choices? Taxi stand, no? Taxi stand, which taxi stand? Usually I go to those major town taxi stand, those shopping mall, not satellite town. Like for example, Bedok, then you go Bedok Mall. If I'm at Jurong East, I'll go Jam, right? Jam Shopping Center taxi stand, right? In the North Point, MRT, along MRT, also a lot of people waiting at the taxi stand. You'll be surprised, people still queue at the taxi stand. Yeah, because matter of convenience. Maybe they just came out of the MRT, or maybe they are at the their shopping center. They just want to get home quick. Don't want the hassle of booking a ride. Just get a cab and go already. Yeah. So taxi stand, there's definitely a place for taxi driver. Sometimes you see the taxi stand got long queue, 10-20 taxi, you know. It's okay. Tell you seriously, that queue clear quite fast one. Within 15 minutes, it can be cleared already. People are still taking taxis for taxi stand. So if you ask me, is it worth it? Yeah, definitely. And actually, it's a very, very good place to rest. I will stop my vehicle at the taxi stand, come out, do a little bit of stretches, right? Squat, calf exercise, take a little break, then start chong again. So it's definitely worth it, right? So I hope I answer all the FAQ that I've collected. So I'm sure there are more frequently asked questions about taxi driver you may wish to know. What you can do is to put it down in the comments below. If there's enough questions, I may do another one, right? So this FAQ is all directed at taxis, right? And I am thinking of making another FAQ for me as Eddie, generally. Like any questions about my diet journey, about my financial journey, about my YouTuber experience, right? Anything you want to ask, you can put it in the comments, right? If there's enough interest, I'll make another video about FAQ about myself. Alright? Till then, maybe I'll order a little bit more. Yeah, maybe one more plate of firefly squid sushi, and I catch you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Please stay safe. Let's jia you together.